Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All Part 10. In the previous video, we finally kind of got our mojo back. We had a very good performance in the courtroom. We were, dramatic. We kind of mentally dominated, eeny meeny. We've now entered into a bit of a, recess before we move on to the next phase of the trial. Now, let's, this is being recorded immediately after the last video. Last video kind of blew up my voice a little bit with all the over-dramatic yelling and everything, which, definitely a ton of fun, but does do some stress on the vocal cords. Is it really true about my aunt? Yep, she's a murderess. I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Enid could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt, Morgan. Why do you say aunt sometimes and aunt other times? I don't know, dude. It's like I've never really had a consistent pronunciation. I always do flippy flops. That's terrible. Why would my aunt? Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, what's up, girlie? You finally here to profess your love? Ah, Mr. Von Karma. Banana. That's Phoenix's safe word. In case you didn't pick up on it. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Well, actually, I think I had a lot to do with it personally. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Looking down on me, even though we're the same age. Well, she is literally taller than you, so of course she has to look down on you. She's like actually pretty tall, dude. Are you done yet? You've caused me nothing but pain and suffering. No, not yet. My goal is to defeat you, and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Fucking uncalled for, dude. Well, whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion, and then we'll know who the real winner is. And then when you lose, you're going to show back up and you're going to be like, well, that one was just a joke match for jokes. It didn't actually count. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eenie Meenie had a motive? Next question. Yes, I believe I can. Guys, I don't think I can. Eenie Meenie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meenie, please testify to the court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Meenie, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... That was, last year in May? Something really bad happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk in the tabloid shows day after day last year. Well, we never heard of it. Well, shut up. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Ah! Those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip. Well, I don't need baseless gossip to determine that you're a bee. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meenie's sister. We just have to prove that she believed it, right? Which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Doesn't matter whether it happened, it mattered whether or not she believed it happened. What is a May? Didn't some sort of medicinal malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, that was in May too. Like, the thing with all the patients dying was like May 2nd. Seem to remember that pretty clearly, eh? And our accident was like on the 24th. That is a pretty big gap. 2 accidents back to back. You assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was like totally tired, so that's why. Duh. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Minnie? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Yeah, it does. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Minnie's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Minnie is the one who made the mistake. Once again, it doesn't matter what actually happened, it matters what she believed, you know? I mean, if, you know, someone kills their spouse because they think they're cheating on them, it doesn't matter whether or not they were actually cheating, it mattered whether or not the spouse thought it would happen, you know? That's all you need to determine motive. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. You know, of course, proving that someone believes something is happening is a bit harder, but potentially. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Also, why wouldn't you have been driving? Because you have a driver's license. I guess you did say you were tired too, so... She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was like a totally terrible situation. No wonder then the car accident happened, huh? We'll leave you be for now, but we're gonna circle back for that. There's no point in asking her about her sister. I should be trying to find out more information about Innie. So, like, can I go on? For now. For now, you may continue to tell your lies, liar. That accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like, it was at, like, 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had, like, a paper due, like, really soon. So, like, I hadn't slept and was working, like, real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired this accident happened. I, like, woke up because of a jolt and it was a sea of flames around me. I highly doubt the flames were actually enough to constitute a sea. You know how big a sea is, eeny miny? I would like the judge to notice that the client is a liarson with their pants on fire. And your sister, what happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. Yo, back to my theory. Okay, so maybe they've proven that they're not the same person. What if Eeny Meeny is the one who died? They saw the license made Mimi Minnie look like Eeny Minnie. Well, this is actually Mimi Minnie. It kind of makes sense. It would explain the plastic surgery angle. It would explain there being an actual dead body. And it would explain the motive. Are there any glaring, obvious faults? Possibly, but I'm just gonna not think any deeper and pretend that this is 100% ironclad for now. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away. Because it would make more sense for the sister to be the one driving than... Because, I mean, we know Eeny must have had a license. So it would make more sense for her to be driving than the nurse, than Mimi. I think it makes sense to me, and I can't really think of any, like, obvious huge issues. I mean, there possibly are, and I'm just, like, not thinking of them on the spot, but... Because that clears up the biggest problem with my idea that they were the same person is that, well, there very clearly must have been a body left. I I mean, the fire wouldn't completely burn up any and all evidence of a corpse. You'd still have, you know, bone and, like, you know, DNA stuff. But... And we can see that she's very clearly still there at the scene in the picture. And it's the passenger side is the one that doesn't have any fire on it. But the passenger side for, you know, a Japanese car. Please tell us more about your escape in more detail. I, like, kept wanting to forget that time. So, like, I don't remember things about the accident in, like, detail anymore. Well, it's alright, no need to push yourself. And it would help us with our motive, because obviously Mimi has a motive. Both for, A, the feeling that she was overworked, which caused her to be blamed for the malpractice thing. And it also explains she has the motive for feeling like maybe her sister died because, she was too overworked to drive herself. I mean, it checks out. Now, whether or not the game's gonna go with that, I do think they may just go with the idea that Morgan manipulated her with the spirit summoning thing to make her want to murder Dr. Gray. That's also entirely possible in my mind. Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself. I think I, like, gave an interview after the accident. That's one of the nice things about this being a completely blind Let's Play, is that I feel way more free to speculate. Because in the first game, I didn't really feel free to speculate in the first 4 chapters, because I wasn't sure if my hunches were based on that playthrough or, like, hidden knowledge from when I played the game a long time ago. Like, you know, just, like, subconscious thoughts. But for here, I feel completely free to just come up with wild theories, which I love doing. Like, that would be probably the most accurate, you know? That's the article, then. I've already got it. There's gotta be some sort of secret sleeping in that testimony. Yeah, so let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this. And what was it? It was like the third from last? I think it was this one that we had the press opportunity. This one, I mean? This one? Okay, no, this would have been like the fourth from the last. Come on, forget that time. Also, I kind of was like too busy theorizing, so I didn't pay that much attention to the dialogue here. I don't remember anything about the accident in detail anymore. No need to push yourself. I gave an interview after the accident. Okay, an interview after the accident. I opened the right door. Well, no, it would be the left door if she's getting off the... I'm like in the picture, right? So that's a contradiction, right? Yeah. Yeah. I do know about directions, correct? Yeah, I do want to press that other that statement, but I do feel like we have something right there, but... Let's do our due diligence first. I do remember there being something we could... Is it this one that we could press? I remember there was like an extra press opportunity. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. But like, I don't, like, have a driver's license. Okay, that's like a way more obvious contradiction, so... This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Minnie. Miss Minnie, please amend your testimony. Like, okay. Now, I do technically think there's, This was totally tired. Well, none of this says anything about her not having a license. Was it this one or this one? I mean, she said she didn't have a license. But, oh, there we go. I didn't have a license, so I couldn't take over driving for her. Get blasted. Miss Minnie, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I'll have you know I have this photo from a pervert. That proves you have a license. I knew you had a license back then. Also, good job hitting the boombox without me saying so, Mia. You're catching on like a pro. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Meanie? That's... That's right. I'm right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. Bullshit. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, don't ask questions about it, it's weird, said so. What are you talking about? The perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director, aka my best friend. Wait, yo, the text, don't scroll it before I get a chance to read it, you weirdos. I can't crack jokes if you scroll the text without me. Well, we'll never know what was said. No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. Bullshit. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? I mean, shouldn't the license have, like, an issued on date? Like, couldn't we backtrack when it expires? I don't know, at least that's how it works here. That's what happened, Mr. Wright! At the time of the accident, Miss Meanie did not have a driver's license. What? How do you know? What? Oh, I didn't realize we could just go up and lie. Oh, that's what we'll start doing. Oh, I know you said you did this, but actually you said this. I'm telling the truth. You're lying. Shut up. Defense wins. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched driver. But we just boomed her, and then they're just like, nah, just shut up. Don't be, you're a dummy. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, I guess we technically don't actually have the license. We have the photo. But whatever, man. Like, even if I had my license, I don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive. That makes sense. I wouldn't let her drive either. Ah! How could you read my thoughts? Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Meanie, why do you think you would have not been allowed to drive anyway? That's because I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Meanie, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Didn't mean to be a meanie. I wouldn't be allowed. Like, around that time, I was, like, really getting close to my license. My sis was like, wow, this is totally a big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way I'm letting a noob drive my car. She sounded like that, I promise. I know, because I'm her. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. See ya. Bright red car for sports. Maybe I should get one of those with my judge salary. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but vroom vroom, go fast. Wouldn't be allowed. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I have one of those permit things? I think that's what they're called. Permits? Wow, the big-name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ah! Ignorance is to be whipped. Some people are into that, you know? That's not a threat to... Just, Phoenix, just become a masochist, and then her whip will have no effect on you. It'll only make you stronger. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense, as opposed to us, who have said utter nonsense for the last few hours. So, like, may I continue? My sis was, like, totally a big fan of cars. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. What? And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car to the garage ever? You can live for now. I want to press the other statements. It was a new car? Yeah. He had, like, just gotten it. And it was, like, from the UK. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? I'll have you know, my name is Uji Kermit, aka UK. And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I know because I'm her. I mean, because she's me? I'm pretending to be her? What? Let her be for now. You get to continue living. Hold on, Phoenix, you can just ignore this? Yeah, I had no idea you like cars so much. That's not my point. Oh, yeah. I was gonna come back. Your Honor, yes? Please have the witness amend what she just said to her testimony. Being the part about being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then fine, go ahead. All I got is a bike. We didn't have cars back in my day, stupid. These young people, the horse and carriage isn't good for them anymore. That's not my point. Oh, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Minnie, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. Totally special model from England. Well, earlier you said the UK. The UK and England do not mean the same things. Was your sister good at driving? She was totally awesome. She said she was going to be the racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again. So that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too. There's something very big here. Oh, I forgot to press. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural sanity testimony, but we have to attack it, and do so, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe. There's a path. I know it. Nia almost sounded like a prophet there for a second. Did she? Okay, well, we're going to be seeing that dialogue again in a second. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Yeah, I immediately reached for the passenger side door. And fled in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. I do wonder if it says right side here, if that's not actually a contradiction. Or if it says right side because, that's what it would be like for America. That would be the passenger side. So I don't know if this is a contradiction, or this is probably actually just a localization thing. I would guess. I don't think it's actually a contradiction. We'll have to wait and see. And plus, I don't really know what that would prove, because I think she was in the passenger seat, so I don't, Sounds like you had a terrifying time. Something very big here. Yeah, we know. Why did you take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car. You wouldn't want to, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I don't think that car's getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? How about you try catching these hands, Mia? I'll send you back to the spirit realm where you belong. Well, Miss Minnie, what kind of car was it? A special model from England. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it! So, this car you speak of, how many wheels did it have? Did it ever neigh? Well, why are British cars good? Huh? They're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. Oh, okay, maybe that's what they specify. Okay. Maybe that's why it's important. So they are going to establish that it's a non-American car? It would seem there's no benefit to owning one. Huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? That sleek shape, the purr of the engine, the wild way it starts, the raw family, the raw feeling of the manual transmission, the something about the AC. Forgive me. Personality really changed at the drop of the hat. Literally. Interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Dude, are they actually going for it that she's Mimi and pretending to be Eenie? Well, now I feel like her saying right door is a contradiction, but I have no clue what this what the best connection point for is. Was her sister good at driving? She was going to be the racing queen. Much like the dancing queen. Okay, reach for the passenger side door. Maybe there? I'm gonna try it just to assuage my curiosity. And I'm doing it with 100% complete confidence. Could you always hit B to go back? I mean, I guess so. I guess I've never tried it, but, what was it gonna do? Oh, that is it. Okay. So that's why they introduced the British angle of it. That's kind of... I wonder if that's an actual change for the sake of the localization, which is kind of neat if it is, but... Miss Meanie? Do you remember this article? An article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat on? The left or the right? Well, I mean, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side, you fool. You absolute idiot. That would be if it were an American car. Then it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them are riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ugh! What do you mean by this? Phoenix Wright car detective is logged online. Miss Meanie, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, that means you were in the driver's seat. Order! Order in the court! Order! Order! God, Mr. Phoenix Wright's blabbering nonsense again. Mom, he's being mean to me. Enid said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Minnie. That's what Enid said, yes, but that's where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Enid or Mimi, who was really driving that night? Oh god, now I'm getting confused. Enid? Well, let me disregard my idea that they're the same, not the same person, but they switched identities. Enid would have been the one I don't expect them, like, even if they're going for the idea that this is actually Mimi and Enid died, which I don't know, I don't think they expect you to think that yet. So I'm gonna disregard that idea entirely. So, as far as I'm concerned, the Enid in front of us right now is Enid. Therefore, she was the one driving. Dude, I don't know, it was Enid was driving. And the answer is Enid Minnie, of course, but she's not Enid Mimi. She's Mimi Minnie, who was robotically changed into Enid Minnie. Maybe, possibly. Why would you say that? Miss Enid Minnie just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was, but actually in the picture that side was completely engulfed in flames. The picture doesn't count. Quit using that evidence, it doesn't actually matter. Unless it's introduced in a court. You're adding in extra logical jumps that are going to trip you up in the end. I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Enid Minnie had not yet received her driver's license, so... And laws are made to be broken, damn it. And that's why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. Looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident. Oh. The real truth? Think outside the box. That's what I'm trying to do, but... Alright, one more time. Okay. I'd like to ask the court. So, Mimi Minnie was driving. So she was driving, Eni died, and then she became Eni, sure. The answer is only one person who had a driver's license, Mimi Minnie. What? After all, that makes her the only person who can legally drive. But you just said the witness is the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the window? They are going for that dude! Fucking gotcha. I didn't know if the game expected you to actually make that logic leap by yourself. Because really, the only real evidence we have for that is the mention of plastic surgery like an hour or two ago, which isn't even a piece of evidence. What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. Oh god, her real name is... Take that! Our bar's still glowing. Mimi Minnie. That is your real name. Of all the foolish dribble. And how do you explain her appearance? Plastic surgery, lady. You could use some. This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to the doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister! What? Mimi Minnie! She died in the car accident! That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then the body they found at the crash site. That was the body of the real Eni Minnie. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Minnie? Wouldn't they have done like dental or bone records? Those wouldn't have burned up in the fire potentially. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't exactly know how hot fire has to be to mess up dental records. But quit introducing science and logic. You're gonna ruin the perfectly good mystery. That car accident 1 year ago? The one that died that night was Eni Minnie. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eni. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Minnie from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? God damn it! What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Oh. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the car crash, Mimi Minnie. However, that would have not been possible, because Mimi Minnie was still, in fact, alive. That fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. For the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in the moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Von Karma, why did you just say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? Then she rips her face off. Rah! Oh, there her eyes are. They're looking more like regular Mimi. That's right, I admit it. My real name is Mimi Minnie. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? She was obviously way more attractive than me, Your Honor. I think I can understand why. Mimi Minnie wanted her old self to disappear because of this. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse by the name of Mimi Minnie. That's right, the person standing before us today. A few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Minnie had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients died in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. Found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her felon face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable! A plan beyond my wildest imagination! Well, I mean, I thought they were the same person for a while, so, you know, maybe not by my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. Okay, well you can hate it all in prison, lady. Yeah, we still haven't nailed Morgan. I believe there's still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Meanie choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. It's time for lunch again. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Francesca von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Ah, what the hell, man? Banana, banana, banana! And one more for good measure. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud! A sham! Well, alright, moving on. Looks like it'll be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict. So wait, did we actually win? What about the Morgan stuff? We still haven't, like, locked her up. Because we really haven't, like, proved her connection to the case. I mean, we've provided good reason to think so, but we don't actually have, like, decisive evidence, per se. That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay. Congratulations, Maya. You look really weird. Sis! Put some damn clothes on, lady. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis. I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. I'm right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Minnie had planned to open the door to the chamber herself, and then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fay who had just committed a murder. You had planned it down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks! That's like, ooh. Ooh! Is this a new track? Let it play for a second. Give it some respect. It sounds kind of familiar, but it's definitely, I think, new. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, I mean, you know, Phoenix Wright, so saving the day. What else is new? But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick, but every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Minnie with a plan like that? I don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped me with her plan was... we don't actually have Misty? I was thinking maybe if we had Misty, I mean Pearl? Let Pearl take over as master? Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Corraine Village. And that person will be you, Maya. But, if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and that would happen then. Or what would happen then, I think is what he said. The Branch family. My aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also Pearl's would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying... Thought so. Well, your entire family may be in shambles, Maya, but at least you always got Phoenix Wright with you. Detention Center, Solitary Confinement, Cell 13? Precious. Oh, so maybe they did get her arrested? I guess we didn't necessarily have to prove that she was a part? My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of the Crane, dear child. Sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder. Cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. Thought to unseat that annoying, witless, main family girl. That Maya Fey. I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Ooh, spooky. I guess that actually is the end of the chapter. I was like, I didn't really know if there was going to be like another phase with Morgan or what. Turnabout Big Top. I'm guessing old Franny here is still a part of the game. Based on her being very prominently featured on the little slide there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show! Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight! I see no way this could ever go badly. You're not about to see a man die. We promise. The world's greatest magician! The one, the only! Maximilian Galactica! A man can fly. Something Big Circus? Cherry Big Circus down there? Burning Mac? And then he was never seen again? December 26th, 8:12 p.m. Very Big Circus. Okay. I could see the airy big. Wow, that was like being in a dream! I haven't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. Also, this music is so fucking loud. Holy shit. Oh, I've actually got to turn this down for a second. I mean, that's like so loud. I'm gonna have to make a mental note to lower this in post or something, because it is so loud. It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, and an elephant that rode a giant ball. Not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Wow, look at that. Look at her jumping. Look how happy she is. Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician? It's not as good as me. I'm a legal magician. Even better. A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick. Huh? What is it, Pearls? I didn't even know if we were here or not. Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? No? Yes? Maybe? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? Fireball! Fireball! You take 1d6 worth of damage! I'm sorry. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Kurain Village. And it was during that trying time I met Pearls. Okay, so this is after the tutorial case, because the tutorial case was like 2 months after the case we just finished, I think, if I remember the timeline. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self. Ah, it's time to go! You're right, we can't miss the last train. Actually, I'm right. Pearls, you remember the train! Of course I did! I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later! I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it. Really, don't ever go to the office. And, if you do happen to go and you see that there's a different nameplate there that doesn't say Phoenix Wright Offices, shut up. I've paid my rent, I promise. Well, I didn't none of my clients give me money. Are you gonna visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe? I'm glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. Harley, look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick. Happy New Year. I really hope it'll turn out that way. This just in, 28 people were murdered! Well, today wraps it up for this year. Hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. Nick, it's terrible! God damn it! Ooh, there we go. Maya, perfect timing. Things are, terrible here, too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office? What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. The TV? Now let's check in at the scene. What happened? Thank you! 28 people were murdered! We're here at the Very Big Circus. It's very big! The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder! The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The very big circus? Never heard of it. That's the circus we went to, right? I don't know. They're saying that there was a murder? Yeah, they arrested him too! Now, I like the original version of, like, Maya's theme, but I like the first part of this remix, but that little section that we just passed, I can also turn the music back up now. It's just that one track was so freaking loud. It's really just, I don't really like the middle section as much, but the beginning and end are, I think, slightly better than the original version. They arrested him too! Arrested who? Max! They arrested Max Galactica! Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max. Popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, Nick, I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. What? See you there! You still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Alright, we'll go to the detention center next time. We'll go ahead and cut it off here since this is a pretty good stopping point. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.